Welcome back, brothers and sisters. It is 4:40 p.m. Central Standard Time on March the 7th, 2022. Hope our Creator is keeping you well and safe everywhere you are in the world. Please make sure you hit that like button and share this across your platforms. Please subscribe if you're new. Welcome back to Psycho Clown World Part 7, where we are going to connect symbolism to the Cabal and to everything going on.
And here we go.
And here we are, looking at Black Sun. Black Sun symbol. The Black Sun is a Nazi symbol, a type of sun wheel employed in a post-Nazi Germany context by neo-Nazis and in some strains of Satanism. The symbol's design consists of 12 radial sigrunes, similar to the symbols employed by the SS in their logo. Think about this. 12 radial sigrunes? As in like the Zodiac? 12 Zodiacs? That's interesting, isn't it? Look at that. This is exactly what we seen on that Ukrainian soldier, right? Was that exact symbol? Oh, look. This is kind of similar to the Rise of the Phoenix, wouldn't it? That's pretty interesting. Very interesting how we look at these symbols. But let's take a look at some of those other symbols, right? Maybe it's just one. Oh, okay. Here's another one. This is very interesting. Everyone, we all recognize this. Skull and bones. Horizontally aligned. This, we all know this one. Okay, we also know the double lightning, right? The lightning bolts. But doesn't this look like a fish? Well, wait a minute. Isn't that the Christianity symbol? Wow, that's weird. I mean, wait a minute. This here is a cross. Wait a minute. Celtic cross. Wait a minute here. This is just getting really weird. Look at this one here, a Y. Would that symbolize Janus? Janus or Janus? Y-A-N-U-S or J-A-N-U-S, since J is fictional. And then, of course, we got the Black Sun again. I'm sure that's probably just a coincidence, right? Let's check out another one. Oh, wait a minute. Thelma, Freemasonry. Wait a minute, what are these symbols here? Look at this. I mean, we all know about the Freemasons, but that's Israel's, isn't it? Just a minute here. Sigil of Saturn. Look at this here. This does look like this. And if you take this and you put it upside, looks like a triangle, you kind of put it inside each other, it looks like that. So, wow. That's pretty crazy. But does anybody recognize this particular symbol right here? Can anybody tell me what that looks like? Doesn't it look like this? Let's look at that again. This does look like this. That's interesting. Look at this. Lords of Saturn. Oh, wait a minute. A pyramid. An all-seeing eye and the rings of Saturn going around it. Whoa. This is getting a little crazy, isn't it, folks? Well, let's check out another one. Here's a whole bunch of other symbols that we're aware of. This is definitely a fish. That's definitely a fish. I don't care what anybody says. That they're talking about the fish here. But that's supposed to be a Christian symbol. Man. Well, isn't the Christian symbol... haven't I already established in other videos about the Pope? That little headdress that he wears is that symbol of a fish, like with the Anunnaki? I'm pretty sure I have. So here we are. Anunnaki fish. And holy cow, they're everywhere. Here's one right here. Here's Enlil. Got the fish hat on. But kind of looks like that, don't it? I mean, this looks a lot like this. Don't you think? What do you think they're trying to tell you, folks? Guess what? It's all part of the same ordeal. Oh, here's one that's really good. Puts it right there for you. Anunnaki. But I digress. To get back to the Black Sun, a pre-dynastic ancient Egyptian black sun wheel symbol found in the Badarian civilization and pre-dynastic remains near Badari by Guy Brunton and Gertrude Catton Thompson. Honestly, it looks like a far older example of the same Germanic one that's become infamous. Interesting. And here's I'm over here at stillnessinthestorm.com, where they actually have a nice little take on it. And I recommend everybody come over here and give this a good read. Saturn and the Black Sun Connection, Occult Secrets. This is by Robert Cipher. I actually do follow him on YouTube. He has some very good connections that can make a lot of sense. I definitely advise everybody to come here, hit pause so you can put this in yourself, and then you can actually follow, or you can follow him on YouTube, and he has a really good video on it. I've actually watched the video, and it is fantastic. This all ties to Saturn, or Satan, Saturday. Yes, that's right. Guess what they want to do? Do you know what else their plans are besides Ukraine? Besides all the bullcrap that's going on with all the human organ donations or stealing and murders and adrenochrome and all that production, you want to know what they want to do to us? Oh, this goes pretty deep, folks. Buckle up. Here's a couple more red pills for you, folks.
Or spirit, and I have free will, and nobody knows what's happening inside me. So whatever I choose, whether in the election or whether in the supermarket, this is my free will. That's over. Free will, that's over.
Let me quote that section again to let it sink in. He said, "We humans should get used to the idea we are no longer mysterious souls, but are now hackable animals."
Wow.
Well, the Bible probably has something to say about that topic too, but I have a feeling he probably doesn't read the Bible too much. Let me continue. So whatever I choose, whether in the election or whether in the supermarket, this is my free will, that's over. He emphasized free will, that's over. Wow. If you didn't think that the end times were already upon us, that statement alone should wake you up. But first, who is this World Economic Forum Klaus Schwab that wants to eliminate free will and a personal
Soul or spirit, and I have free will, and nobody knows what's happening inside
Here's that same weasel at the World Economic Forum.
ourselves, can predict our feelings and decisions, can manipulate our feelings and decisions, and can ultimately make decisions for us. Now, in the past, many tyrants and governments wanted to do it, but nobody understood biology well enough, and nobody had enough computing power and data to hack millions of people. Neither the Gestapo nor the KGB could do it. But soon, at least some corporations and governments will be able to systematically hack all the people. We humans should get used to the idea that we are no longer mysterious souls.
You hear
We
that?
are now hackable animals. That's what we are.
Notice how he says, what corporations and governments can do now.
Understand ourselves, can
That's right. They can hack us now. They're starting to hack us. Well, how are they doing that? What have I been talking about? Smart dust. Things that are in arm spears. All the technology's there. That's right. Since they want to eliminate free will, look at this. Elon Musk was asked to turn off Russian Teslas as he makes superchargers free in the region. What? Yeah, exactly. This is what they're going to do. They're going to turn off your internet and all kinds of other things if you don't do what you're told. That's why they want to have you chipped. That's why they want to be able to control you. No free will, no decisions, because they don't want to have to deal with this. They want you to just do as you're commanded, like a robot. Speaking of robots, get ready for this.
These are the truth codes. The overarching premise of my channel is that the events of history and
Egypt.
the present are
Weren't we just talking
determined
about
by
that?
ancient archetypes and alphanumerical codes. The narrative of the rise of AI and the artificial human confirms that premise. An archetypal foundation of the AI artificial intelligence realm is the esoteric/religious Trinity. Trinities can represent thought, action, emotion, in holistic balance. Trinities like Osiris, Horus, Isis, Ausar, Heru, Aset, Nimrod, Tammuz, Semiramis, Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Holy Spirit, Aset, Isis, is the metaphorical feminine that is the emotion, care, conscience principle that AI does not have. AI has thought and action, but only imitates emotion. This is why females are the predominant face of AI. This clip from the YouTube channel Spark illustrates the philosophical quandary that the AI humanoid presents, having thought and action, but no emotion.
Nurse Robot A135. This patient was found last night in the basement hallway. You were on duty and with him. What happened?
Yes, it's not a big deal. I pushed him down the stairs.
What? What do you mean?
This patient was infected with a lethally contagious virus. If I didn't kill him, the 203 patients at the hospital would have been at risk.
Then you should have followed the manual and quarantined him.
Yes, that's what I did. The safest method was to eliminate him.
Who taught you to think like this?
You humans taught me to think like this. I've been trained to achieve the best result. Killing one and saving 203 is efficient, isn't it?
You took a life.
And saved 203 others.
203 people. This is the Gematria Code. Why did the artificial intelligence Fembot save 203 people specifically? In the simplest cipher of English Gematria, ordinal Gematria, because in cipher of English Gematria, Hanson Robotics, maker of Sophia, which is currently being mass-produced. Hanson Sophia's Robotics frontman, David Hanson, made this statement.
And people need to be isolated from each other because to be around people is dangerous.
Hanson is deceiving people into believing that AI has the emotion principle, but humans do not. To be around people is dangerous. Sums to 143. The I love you emotion code.
143. I love
Hanson
you.
Robotics logo appears to depict
Look at
the
this.
explosion between the Twin Towers on September 11th.
This is a Hilton.
News of the mass production of Sophia was announced on September 11th, 2021, the 20th anniversary. From
How
September
crazy
11th
is that?
to David Hanson's birthday is 14 weeks, 3 days, for another 143. Hanson Robotics' announcement that it will begin mass production of its artificial intelligence robot Sophia marks the beginning of a new era in human history. A new chapter as significant as any key moment of evolution. No longer science fiction. The age of the artificial human has begun.
See if anybody remembers them telling us about this in a movie. Remember this movie?
We designed them to be trusted with our homes, with our way of life, with our world. But did we design them to be trusted?
The rollout of USR's new generation of robot, the NS5, was marred by the death of designer Alfred Lanning.
iRobot with Will Smith.
Identified. Murder's a new trick for a robot. Respond. Don't murder him!
Folks, eyes open, no fear, and remember, love is the only way forward. Spread this around. Let people know we've got to awaken the masses.